Who is it? Who is it? Who is that? That's Sunshine got that. Wasn't intended for Sunshine, but she got it. That's just a bonus. Alright. See who's going to be the first to actually perform like they're supposed to and grab the food. Followed it, but didn't get the food. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work. That's Spice that got that. I didn't hear you guys applaud when I got done with my speech. I'm feeling a little depressed now. All right, so while we watch, any other questions? Right over here. Yes, got a question. With a real long tail, that's a zebra shark. Yeah, they look like zebras as babies, but when they get older, they just get the spots. The stripes turn into spots. That's probably my favorite shark in here. It's really pretty. Yes, sir. Do the stingrays sting the other fish? Well, they don't generally because they're used to this environment. They're used to all their neighbors, right? They would in the wild. If something got too close to them, started bothering them and annoying them, something like that, they flip that tail up at them and yeah, there you go. They can stab them with their fingers because they're large, but they don't generally do that in here. It's not a problem. Good question. Yes, sir. Sure. So nobody knows. He wants to know how many shark rays are in the wild. Nobody knows because they've never been studied on a big scale before. So that's what we're learning as we go. We literally learn things day by day about these animals. We can use and research and this, that, and the other. So hopefully we'll know and we can help them out. Where do they live? They live in the South Pacific and Indochina, around Australia, Japan, Taiwan, Indian Ocean, places like that. Yeah.
Why are all of them eating the lobster?
Why are they all eating the lobster? Well, that's their food. That's their favorite food. So, like I said, they know that it's their feeding time at 1:30 every day. So they show up and that's what they eat. The other sharks are not interested in things with shells because they can't chew it. They've got shark teeth, and shark teeth just kind of slide right off the shell.
But then what do they do?
They get fish for the most part. Fish and squid. Things like that. Yep, up here. Yep. That's because they're not. Yeah, the sand tigers and tigers are totally different. These are shoal sharks. The tigers are more open water pelagic sharks. So these are the ones that are kind of close to the shore, close to beaches. Yeah, great, right? Why is he all beat up? Another really good question. It's mating season. And mating season in the shark world is a very violent time of year. And all the all the sand tigers that we have in this tank, they're all male. So they fight each other for the females. They don't know we have females. So their fighting is kind of fruitless. But nonetheless, they will fight just in case they need some dominance in the tank. Yeah, two of them look really beat up or bad. But that's normal. It doesn't concern us per se. That's exactly what they'd be doing in the wild. That's normal behavior. Yes, ma'am. The shark rays do, yeah. They're just fed one time a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. The sharks themselves are generally fed once or twice a week. Doesn't sound like much, but sharks don't eat a lot. Again, people think that sharks just eat. They don't. Some sharks can go weeks, months. Big oceanic sharks like great whites can go a year between feeds. It takes that long for them to digest their food. They have very slow metabolisms. So they would much rather have the things that are sick, dead, dying, or injured. And that's also why they don't bother the other fish in this tank. All of our fish are healthy, so the sharks don't eat them. If there was a sick fish in there today, it wouldn't be in there tomorrow. I can tell you that. Go ahead. What other what? The shark rays? Sometimes they'll get crab. They'll get blue crab every now and then, and some fish to balance out their diet. Oh. Yes, ma'am. With the shark rays themselves, we've had 2 litters. Sweet Pea was the first on record worldwide to conceive and then give birth in captivity. And that was in 16, 13, I guess. This year she had another batch and another litter in January. So she's only the first and second on record anywhere. And we've got, her pups are currently at another facility that we have here in town. We have an off-site facility. And they're going to be going on display pretty darn soon. So keep an eye out for that. They're adorable. Good question. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
Do they get how long in between,
How long and how big? And how heavy and how long? And how big? We're not sure how big they get because, again, this is the first time that they've ever been held in captivity on a large scale. We think that Sweet Pea is approaching her full size. She's about 270 pounds. I think about 9 feet long or so, something like that. We suspect that that's about average. But we'll find out as the other ones grow up. We've got something to compare it to, right? Yeah, it's just we had a blank slate given to us back when she came aboard, and we've been kind of almost making it up as we go along. Every day I shouldn't say every day, but very often we'll weigh her and check blood tests and all kinds of things to document her growth and habits. Not just her, but all 4 of them. So as we know more, we can share more. Yeah, it's a good question though. Let's get all the way back here to that. Too many of these things for that. You got a question for me, hon? You're gonna have to holler it. What do we feed the little fish? That's a very good question too. Well, the little fish, you see all the stuff that's floating in the water now, all those little bitty specks? Those are crumbs from the lobster that the shark rays just ate, and that's what they get to eat. Our little fish get crumbs, they get table scraps. So whenever we feed anything big in here, like the sharks or the shark rays, or even Denver, our loggerhead sea turtle who loves squid, but sometimes there's little pieces left over because they're messy eaters. And those little pieces, for the most part, that's what the little fish eat. It doesn't sound like much, but that's what they get in the wild, if you think about it. Nobody feeds them there. They just get whatever left over in the water, right? And we also do something a couple times a week called a broadcast feed, where we do take buckets of shrimp and squid and pieces of fish, and we just toss it out in the water, and whoever wants it can have it. It's just scraps, basically. Very good question. Yes, ma'am.
How do you know fish?
How do I know the shark ray? How can I tell them apart? Because each one of them's got different characteristics. They have different coloring. Like this is Sweet Pea coming this way, and almost all of her spots are gone. She's almost a solid color. You can see some spots. She's also the largest. The easiest way to tell, you get a 50-50 chance, is males and females. Males have an extra set of fins that are really easy to spot. Any sharks and rays, the males you can always tell very easily from the females because of those extra fins. And then, like I said, they just have different spots. Some of them have different scars, things like that. A lot of them have scars from Denver because he bites their fins and stuff like that. He's rotten. Yeah. Do what, hon? How long are the babies? They're about this big. They're about just a little over a foot long, about 14 inches long. Little babies. Yes. Yes. Yeah.